2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Russell Westbrook.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
And with tip-off coming up, we've got just enough time to hear from our good friend David Aldridge on the sideline. D.A., take it away.
Well, playing in Los Angeles presents unique challenges. Lakers great Magic Johnson says Hollywood's right there. And you can't go too close to all of that because it will take away from winning. So you have to be disciplined to play in LA, and remember that with the Lakers, it's all about winning championships. Kevin?
It sure is, and the banners to prove it, David. Thank you. And tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt, and that goes for the players, coaches, and fans.
Here are the five for the Clippers. George in the front court, along with Leonard. Kennard is out there with Wall, and it's Zubac in at the center. And for the Lakers, they've got LeBron James, Russell Westbrook out there at Patrick Beverly. And there's Bryant, and it's Davis at the five down low. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Now here's Wall. The dish to George. Kennard on the wing. Five on the clock. Leonard kicks to George. The tray. The Clippers rebound. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Pass to LeBron to the inside. Here's Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
It's incredible to me how remarkably in tune LeBron is with the movement of his teammates. The guy is a scorer, he's a creator, he's a force to be reckoned with.
Now, here's Kennard. Back to Wall. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. Fast break. Beverly's got it. And James with the basket on the assist by Beverly.
The defense really doing their best to body LeBron James, but he is just a physical beast who cannot be contained.
Now here's Leonard. Really had an off game against the Kings. Never really found his rhythm. Here's Zubac. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
LeBron against George. Right side, Bryant. And finish by Bryant.
I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Now, here is George. And he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Kennard's shot is off.
Boy, the offensive flow just isn't there right now. 1 for 5 to start the game.
And this is year one of LeBron's two-year, $85 million extension, Greg. That will take him through age 38.
And that will amount to $435 million in career earnings, the most all time. And it wouldn't surprise me if he's got a few more years left in the tank after that.
Here's Westbrook following the basket by John Wall. Pass to LeBron. Over George. Pulled the shot a little over the bounce. James has got his second bucket.
You know, here's your problem. You've got to be able to close out hard to LeBron James because he knows he can score from there. This is his money shot.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And great to see Wall beat a couple major injuries. Had to attack rehab twice. Doesn't always get enough credit for his dedication to the game.
And that one falls for Wall. And for Wall, Greg, has his game changed at all now that he's into his 30s?
And he's so much stronger now. Just as liable to go through you than around you. Better at varying the tempo and controlling the pace of the game.
And he makes both free throws.
You know what I love? That John Wall has stated clearly he would like to be the MVP of the NBA. I've got a problem with that. You want guys to be ambitious.
Now here's LeBron. His offensive numbers jump right off the screen. He was averaging over 29 points a game. And the layup falls. James has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And Wall kicks to George. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. To the middle, and stolen by LeBron. Now the Lakers on the break. Davis has got the ball. For 3, Westbrook. The Clippers grab the miss. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Sacramento.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Well, the kind of low-energy effort they played with all night will make a coach absolutely crazy. You can't win if you don't play quality defense.
Now here's James. Kawhi Leonard unable to get his shot to go. LeBron passes to Bryant. That shot off. The Clippers go the other way with it. Here's Kennard. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Outside, Wall. George against LeBron. Lock at 6. George, no good.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Davis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just how long AD is, he can take hits and still get to the ball.
And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved, and it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
Check out the standings out west. Already we're in December. Taking a look at the Lakers. They're in the upper part of the conference records right now, in 5th place. And checking out the Clippers, a half game back.
And right now for the Clippers, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And now in the second half of his career, Russell Westbrook wants rings. He knows he's getting older and has no time to waste. It's why he plays with such passion.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And Westbrook's high motor is why we love him. He goes out, Greg, and competes every play in every game.
No doubt, but I tell you what, he's tired of missing out on the NBA Finals. This is a guy that is hungry to get back to that stage. It'll be interesting to see if he can get it done.
Both free throws good from Westbrook.
What extraordinary growth for Russell Westbrook coming out of UCLA. This guy is so athletic, perhaps the most athletic guard to play the position.
Hit his foot. And the refs whistling a kick ball. And now another look at that mobile one-block defensive performance.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Here is Wall. 11 points for him in that last game against Sacramento.
And what a wrecking ball defensively, seen by the 4 steals he had in that game.
Now, here's Kennard. Leonard with the ball. Westbrook picks him up.
Yeah, but you have to like the mentality to get inside, even though they're struggling to finish.
Left side, Davis. Terrible ejection by Zubac. George, that's a 2-pointer. And the Clippers miss again.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Now here's Westbrook. A 14-point game for him in the win against Sacramento. Here's LeBron. And he goes right over Paul George and slams it down.
That is why the ticket price is what it is when LeBron is in town. Amazing dunk to finish the play.
How about that strong defensive performance for this half's mobile one block?
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
Here's Wall. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. LeBron with the block.
Oh, you watch LeBron, not a prolific shot blocker, but when he wants to get it done, he is emphatic.
And that one's
Timeout.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And the Clippers call time here. And this is the first season matchup for them against the Lakers team.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Both these teams are beneficiaries of tremendous coaching. Both have high hopes for the season. I expect to see a chess match tonight.
And the Lakers with some changes. Howard comes in for Bryant. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Russell Westbrook. Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Powell, he's checked in for George. And it's Jackson in for Kennard. Now here's Wall. Here's Powell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And again, unable to change momentum here. Davis dishes to James. Here's Nunn. And he finishes nicely.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Jackson against Beverly. Jackson passes to Wall. Rebound the Lakers.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
And that one's good by Davis.
They've been excellent so far, coming in with a well-balanced attack.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
And it's the Clippers with the ball, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. And here is Powell. No points in the game yet for him. Here's Wall. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Well, that's the mobility and athleticism John Wall has on the interior. He feels at ease amongst the trees.
Now, Nunn. His last outing, he had 18 points. Here's LeBron. Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Well, if the defense gives him that shot next time, they could get burned. I think he's just a little bit out of rhythm. Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
Davis kicks to Nunn. Wall against Davis. Over Wall. Great positioning on the putback. And the Lakers lead by 19.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain it.
Inside. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Doris, you look at Marcus Morris, a very solid 3 and D type of forward.
That's exactly right. Just think about it. Morris, early in his career, there was a reluctance to shoot the range shot. He was more mid-range guy. But credit him for putting in the work. Now Marcus is a deadly three-point shooter, and he brings a size and physicality on the defensive end.
Two shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, there's a toughness and an energy about Marcus Morris that elevates any team he plays for. This guy is an incredible teammate.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Coffey's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Lakers leading by 17. Nunn looking around. Over to the wing. Here's Reeves. Here's Howard. Count the basket. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. The pass to Pop. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from the baseline. Dwight Howard grabs the board. Right side to Walker. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
They've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Back to Jackson. Passes it to Coffey. Now Powell fires the 3. Cans it from downtown.
Well, on the catch and shoot, Norman Powell ready to rise and fire.
We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. Nunn against Powell. Gets it to go. That one good from Nunn.
Off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Guarded by Howard. Back to Jackson. From downtown. Headshot off. And the Lakers take it the other way. Reeves the pass to Howard. Outside, Walker fires from deep. The Lakers get it back in a new 14. second chance effort. And there's the nice layup by Howard.
They've done the job on the offensive glass.
There's 21 seconds left in the first. Powell with it. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Powell's got 5 now.
I'll tell you, I'd love to see someone take the contact head on. And Norman Powell welcoming the challenge.
And the buzzer sounds down the first, and we've got a blowout underway here. Lakers lead by 20. Live from the Staples Center, you're watching 2K Sports. And he stands 6'9", but without question, LeBron James is the floor general for his team.
I have the freedom to call sets, whatever I feel best suit our team. I'm a smart, cerebral basketball player. My basketball IQ is very high, and I take that very seriously. So I know what best suits our team, and our coaching staff does as well.
And Greg, for all of his athletic gifts, very few players have thought the game as well as LeBron has.
And they listed him at point guard in his 17th season. But it's all semantics at this point. He's always been the best decision maker on any team he's played on.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
We've seen a lot of their points coming off penetration in the first half.
Something else they've done right from the get-go tonight is run. So much of their offense coming on the fast break.
They've got Howard, and it's Reeves in at the small forward. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Reeves. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Reeves has got himself on the board with 3 there.
What a beautiful stroke from range. Defensively, you've got to try to take him out of his comfort zone.
Pass to Powell. He's guarded by Howard. Back to Powell. The Lakers with the rebound. Howard's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Physically, plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, he gets up. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, mid-range jumpers are something of a lost art these days. They're still practiced by superstars like Kawhi Leonard. Coach Ty Lue said, why not work on the shots that teams are giving up? Down the stretch, mid-range shots win games. Playoffs, too. If you shoot it at a high clip, it's just as good as a three for me.
And they do shoot it at a good clip, and they rely on it quite a bit. David, thank you.
Dwight Howard has made a living off of dunks. My goodness.
Back to Jackson. Now here's Powell. He's got 7. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. And so it's none with it. He brings it up for the Lakers. The Celtics will be coming into town for the next game. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Here's Howard. Batum grabs the miss. The Clippers have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Powell kicks to Jackson. Here's Powell. And here's Jackson. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in. Jackson's got his first points of the night.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guy who just chucks up threes, can find the creases with that handle.
So the Lakers call timeout, their first. There might be more talent at the point guard position now, Greg, than there's ever been in the NBA. But who do you think sits at the top of that list?
I mean, Kevin, there's so many incredible talents, and not that I'm dodging it, but honestly, the beauty is in the eye of the beholder. It depends on what kind of tickles your fancy in terms of the point guard. If it's the ability to shoot and play without it, Steph's at the top of your league list, but then you get a guy like Chris Paul, who I think is as good as anybody's ever been in the pick and roll. So they're just different ways to approach this thing. And, of course, now I've forgotten 4 or 5 guys that I should have added into this conversation.
Bryant is checked in for the Lakers. Westbrook comes in for Kendrick Nunn. Looking for an opening. Over to the left wing. Westbrook dishes to Bryant. That one goes.
Well, just showing great agility in the pick and roll. Thomas Bryant just being decisive right now.
Leonard against Bryant. And it's Leonard missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Westbrook passes to Walker. Lakers working the ball around now. Driving to the basket.
Well, excellent concentration from Bryant on the offensive end, actively looking for ways to facilitate for his team.
Here's Leonard. He's off on that one. Nice D from Bryant. The Lakers have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. Leonard with the steal. Outside for George. They get it again. Tries again. And it's Zubats laying it in. Zubats has got his second bucket of the night.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Walker's shot is off. For the Lakers, they won their last contest, that game against the Kings in Sacramento. And here comes Walker, leading the fast break, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
You know Jackson can just fly. I mean, that athleticism and energy is off the charts.
Luke Kennard entered the league with a long history of success, both in the high school and collegiate levels. And this is a guy who I think still has a high ceiling.
Now, here's George. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Pass to Zubats. Shoots inside. The shot's good on the assist by George.
They are just killing him on the interior.
And for Kennard, he was a standout player at a very early age.
Well, you can look no further at the state of Ohio and the scoring records he put up. Kennard outscored LeBron James's high school numbers. He has that kind of game where he can just take over with his shooting.
And that one goes on a bounce. Last touch by Walker. John Wall checked in for the Clippers. Here's Leonard. As you can see from his numbers, he's been a key component in their offense. He's averaging almost 18 points a game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And there was a slight panic in LA when Kawhi opted out of his deal. It quickly went away as Kawhi signed a new one with the Clippers. The Clippers can build knowing Kawhi is in it for the long haul. Always nice to know you have a star that you can win with.
First one falls for him. And Doris, when you think of players that can turn it on for the playoffs, Kawhi Leonard certainly one of them.
I think Kawhi, because of his history as an NBA champion, understands how different the playoffs are. There's a different level of physicality, a different level of pressure, and you have to be able to rise and meet that moment, and boy, Kawhi has.
Leonard hits them both.
How about Kawhi Leonard? How many guys in the history of their career can say, I was an NBA Finals MVP at 22 and then an NBA Finals MVP at 27? Simply incredible.
18 that time from James.
Just can't find a shot. It's no wonder they're losing. I mean, he's been completely scoreless all night.
And all Davis needs is the right positioning. Once he's established, dunking becomes easy.
Now here's Leonard. And it's sent back by Bryant. The pass to Westbrook. Feeds to Davis. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds in the game. Leonard looking around. And Davis sends it back.
The incredible width of Davis. He uses it to perfection to come up with the block.
And he gets it to go.
Miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And here we go with Westbrook running it up the court. James against Leonard. Passes it to Beverly. Davis kicks to Westbrook. Shot clock at 5. And the Lakers get it back. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Terrific physicality from Davis on the offensive glass, creating another opportunity.
Timeout.
And the Clippers call time here.
And this, the second season of Anthony Davis's 5-year, $190 million extension. And he admitted that with his injury history, that long-term security was a consideration.
Westbrook against Wall. Now Kennard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Back to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. Here's George. Rebounded by the Lakers. Bryant's got 6 rebounds in the game.
Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
When I think of Ivica Zubac, I think about solid big man who is still young and developing. It's really a matter of him gaining confidence at this point.
Goal for Zubac is to be a starter in the league.
You know, this guy has started games in the past. He's also played well off the bench. And listen, he's not going to be a guy who shoots with range, but given everything else you need from a center, he can deliver.
That free throw, no good.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
He hits the second from the line. And here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Rebound by the Clippers. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Kennard against Beverly. Kennard kicks to George. The 3-ball. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for the Lakers. Marcus Morris is checked in for the Clippers. And for the Lakers, they're shooting with 42% accuracy in the second quarter. LeBron outside, into the lane. The rebound by Paul George. George has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Kennard. And again, no good by the Clippers. Lakers shooting inefficient, 53% from the field. James against George. Down low, Bryant. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got his 4th assist in this one.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Now here's Wall. He's got 6. None with it. 1:57 left to play here in the second quarter. The Clippers shooting a pretty pitiful 25% in this game. Offensively, they can't get anything going. Tipped away. Wall attacking. The shot's good. Wall's got 8.
Yeah, there's just such a grittiness, such a toughness to John Wall. Nice finish through contact.
Here's James. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5-for-8 line shooting.
This guy has been a catalyst for them all game long. What a job leading them to this lead.
Pass to Leonard. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. No good. Some solid defense from Bryant.
This is a quarter he'd rather forget. This guy just can't seem to get the lid off of that bucket.
George looking around. 51 seconds left here in the second. It's good, and the drought is over. 1 for 9 after 8 straight misses.
I'll tell you, there's little you can do to stop Paul George when he's got his game going. He has the lane to the rim, and you know he's going to finish.
Oh, and here we go. Wall's got it. The fast break chance. He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
72% at the line this season. He has yet to set himself apart in that department.
2.
And that one falls for John Wall. And the Lakers making a change here. Howard's checked in, and the Clippers making a change here. And so John Wall nails both of them. Lakers leading by 22. Now, here's Nunn. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. And he gets the bucket. LeBron's got 4 this quarter.
I don't know how it's possible for a player to keep getting better with age, but as LeBron said, he's like fine wine, baby.
outside Wall. Six on the shot clock. Lets it go from 11. The shot, no good.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
And so it's the Los Angeles Lakers, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. TB, this team's offense was clicking in the first half. Do you like what you're seeing?
Yeah, it's continuing to flow because we're getting stops on defense and it's leading to transition buckets and us, working at our pace out there on the offensive end.
And that has been very good for your team in the first half. Back to you.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it? LeBron James putting in some incredible work. He had 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 block. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Credit these guys for coming in with the right game plan and then patiently executing. Most of their shots that come in the flow of the offense rarely did they get a bad shot. Good, clean first half.
And Shaq, your take on the Clippers.
It's their defense that's put them in this spot. Giving up easy looks all over the place. Like they don't have any. Then you have to win. They have to field goal percentage that they're allowed. No, that's not going to cut it on it. I don't even want to talk about it.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. What can you say, LeBron James? What an impressive effort today.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. So for the Clippers right now, George in the front court, along with Leonard. All out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Zubats in it. That one falls.
And it's been a productive night for Davis, staying so active on offense and taking every chance to score.
And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Beverly against Kennard. Pass to Leonard. And the shot is good.
Well, we know this about Kawhi Leonard. He can score at all 3 levels, taking advantage of the mid-range game there.
LeBron passes to Westbrook. Wall grabs the board. Westbrook's gone 1 for 5 from the field, 20%. Here's George, and it's blocked.
Back to Beverly, barely 6 feet. Send it back, young Patrick.
James against George. Here's Beverly. He has 5. And here's Westbrook from the arc. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard.
I'll tell you, his shot is just lost right now. There's just no consistency. Amazing that they're still up in this basketball game.
Now, here's Zubats. He kicks it to George. Looking to end his cold spell. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on LeBron James.
You see Paul George just understands how to use his length and his size. He is such a tough cover close to the basket.
And Doris, we know that Paul George has always been a solid passer, but his assist numbers have been trending up.
Yeah, he's been willing of late to take on more playmaking responsibilities. The skill set was there. It's just early in his career.
Take a break. Take a break.
They needed him to be the lead scorer. Now you're talking about a guy you've got to game plan against as a scorer and as a passer.
The first free throw is good.
And we all know what George brings offensively, but it's his ability as a defender that stands out. Great instincts to make plays on that end of the floor.
And both free throws good for Paul George. And with Paul George and his defense, Greg, you almost forget how great of an impact it makes.
He just kind of flies under the radar with his defensive play. I mean, this guy could be considered for the Defensive Player of the Year almost every year. One of the more disruptive forces on that end of the floor.
Offensive rebound. Outside for Davis. Bryant trying to free himself up, and it's Davis missing.
Boy, he was wide open. You wonder, did he overthink it? That's a missed opportunity.
Here's Leonard, and Davis sends it back. And they'll keep possession. James against George. 5 to shoot. Goes back up. And that one hits back iron.
1 for 5 has got to be a frustrating start, and they just don't look sharp right now. Can they find their offensive game?
To the paint. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebound the Lakers. James has got his 6th rebound on the night.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Davis, of course, is a superstar at both ends of the court. LeBron James says his ability to guard anybody on the floor, 1 through 5, take the challenge to guard on the perimeter and continue to protect the paint. It's hard to score on him. Guys?
PA, he is a lead in every way, as are you. Thank you. The Lakers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. First free throw is good.
Well, how about a multi-time champion and a multi-time MVP, and LeBron James continues to dominate. It truly is special to watch.
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. One, Toscano Anderson's checked in for Bryant, and Walker subbed in for Patrick Beverly. And James drills them both. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Wall finds Leonard. Zubac trying to break loose. No good. Shot missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Scooped up. And Davis gets it to go.
Yeah, the added muscle Davis has put on, helping him on these tough finishes, flexing on him there.
And the Clippers call time here.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And the question they're going to have to answer to me is it a problem with the scheme or is it a problem with matchups?
Lakers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Jackson, he's checked in for John Wall. Clippers moving the ball around. Here's Leonard. The turnaround jumper. Count it. And that's now 7 points for Kawhi Leonard.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
Walker against Kennard. Toscano. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Up top, Leonard. He's got 7. Outside, Jackson. No good on the triple. The Lakers shooting straight 49% from the field. Davis, the pass to Toscano. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
They've been penetrating with a certain amount of ease, guys, just as much in this half as the first.
Now, the other thing they've done tonight is work the ball into the paint. Plenty of their points coming from close range.
And the first one drops. Well, Greg, for those of us who have never played in the league, what's it like traveling all over the country over the course of a long regular season?
Come on, Kevin. I bet you had a nice J back in the day. But seriously, it's a whirlwind tour, man. Sometimes you don't even know what city you wake up in. And I can tell you there have been many times where I've gone back to the front desk complaining because my key didn't work, and only to find out I was using the wrong key.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting just 26% out there. A terrible showing from an offense capable of much better. Leonard, the bounce pass. Jackson looking around. 6 to shoot. And Davis sends it back. Last break, the Lakers. Walker in the post. He's covered by Leonard. And it's the Clippers' ball. The 3 from George. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 11 rebounds in the game. And the pass to Toscano. Davis kicks to Westbrook. And here is Davis. He's got 16 to the middle. Here's Walker. It's hauled in by Zubac.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Now, Kennard. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. That one is good from Zubac.
And you want more of this from Jackson. The more unselfish he is, the better the team.
Walker the pass to Westbrook. Rebound by the Clippers.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Inside. Here's Zubac. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And it's the Lakers the other way. Here's Reeves. Kennard with the rebound. Kennard's got his 4th rebound in this one. Kicks to George. Down low. Here's Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. Zubac has got 4 points this quarter.
There's a real knack for understanding when a guy is uncovered. And Paul George's court awareness on display right there. Beautiful.
Timeout called the Lakers.
All right. Look who's coming under the court. Get loud. Here they are. Your Laker girls.
Dwight Howard. He's checked in for the Lakers. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Russell Westbrook. The Clippers also making some changes. Marcus Morris is checked in for Zubac. Batum comes in for Leonard. And it's Powell in for Kennard. Now, here's Walker. Taking a look at the scoring numbers, right now he averages about 9 points a game. Batum wide open, he fires. Off target from three-point range.
Right, think about a guy like Norman Powell, who was really in the second round drafted because of elite athleticism and his defensive ability. But boy, has he turned himself into a scorer.
Now here's Jackson, following the miss by Anthony Davis. In the corner, Powell with it. He's guarded by Howard. George, that's a two-pointer. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass.
And no question for Powell. It seems like better shot selection has led to better efficiency.
Yeah, I agree. That and the consistency from range. This guy can rise up under pressure and hit the jumper. And if you crowd him, he's going to put it on the deck and use that speed to go by you.
Now here's Powell. Following the miss by Anthony Davis.
See, the athleticism of Norman Powell is a problem. This guy understands how to get defenders committed to him.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Norman Powell.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Powell.
Well, one thing there's no question about is that Norman Powell is a gifted athlete. Now it's about rounding out that game, particularly his shooting.
LeBron's checked in for the Lakers. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Coffey's checked in. And so Powell nails both of them.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Pass it to Nunn. Over Jackson. And the rejection by Jackson. Inside. Here's Batum. That one, no good. Great D that time from Davis. Pass to Nunn. James outside. Slides through for his 7th basket in 11 tries.
As much as LeBron loves to create, there are times when he simply has to do it himself. Too good to pass up that one.
Dishes it to Jackson. Driving inside. And yes, it's good. Jackson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, use the pick and going right to the cup. I love the aggressiveness.
Howard with it. He has 6. Now, here's Nunn. Howard trying to free himself up. Nunn can't get it to fall. Clippers trailed by 20. Here's Jackson. 6 points for him. Pass to Powell. And he lays it straight in. Powell's got 11 points.
Well, you don't want to see Norman Powell settling for outside looks. Love when he goes to work down deep.
The pass to Davis. Oh, good with the triple. The Clippers shooting not looking too good out there in the second half, right around 32%. Here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And with a quick first step, Jackson remains a threat to drive on any defender.
Nunn passes to LeBron. Trying to get open is Davis. That shot is good. He has made 8, almost only 4. That's 67% shooting. Jackson passes to Powell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Davis with the ball for the Lakers. It's an 18-point lead. Passes it to Nunn. Back to Davis. Going inside. And they double up Davis. Here's one. Here's Howard. And a good offensive goal. And he gets the bucket. 8 points for him.
If you had a question as to how Dwight Howard is up there amongst the all-time leaders in offensive rebounds, that's an example why.
Now here's Batum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Jackson. Takes the 13-footer. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for the Lakers. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Davis. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Walker. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Wall's checked in. Lakers leading by 20. On the wing, James. He's got 18.
LeBron gets speed at the rim. It takes a couple of steel walls to slow him down. And even then, he'll finish the job.
Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile one block.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Now here's Wall. 10 points for him. Out to the right wing. Howard with the steal. Fast break. The Lakers. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Beverly. Pass to James. LeBron is doubled. Howard trying to free himself up. And so it's LeBron James making things happen for the Los Angeles Lakers. His production has been flowing as he's tallied 20 points and looks to be planning for more. Right back after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Kendrick Nunn. Bryant is out there with Howard. Then it's Patrick Beverly. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Laker 5. He takes it in, and the shot goes down.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Wall against Nunn. It's Powell with the drive. And that comes off the assist by John Wall.
If you give up deep post positioning to Norman Powell, forget about it. This guy is skilled at scoring in the paint.
Pass to James. Beverly feeling it out a bit. And there's the pass to Nunn. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Fades back. Here's Howard. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot. He's 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, no question who's been the aggressor on the offensive glass.
4th quarter still young, just over a minute play. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Wall's shot is off.
Well, that's just inconsistency from him, and it's happened all night, and it hasn't helped their cause.
Nunn passes to Howard. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Coffey, covered by LeBron, and the dunk to finish it off. Ah, beauty.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
I agree. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. From 10 feet out, a rebound by the Lakers. LeBron's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Now, Nunn. Beverly with the ball. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
At the line for the Lakers, Patrick Beverly.
And he makes the first.
What you have to love about Patrick Beverly is the long road to the NBA and his commitment to getting there. Think about this, guys. 3 different European leagues before he signs with the Rockets. I don't know how you can't appreciate that kind of work ethic.
Russell Westbrook's checked in for Kendrick Nunn. Both free throws good from Beverly.
They're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
To the middle, here's Leonard. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, a lot of Wall's passes end up on the highlight reel. He just makes it so easy for his guys to catch and finish.
Now, here's Bryant. Pass to James. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Yeah, whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
At the line for the Lakers, LeBron James.
Two shots.
The first one falls. And Greg, you faced some exceptional point guards during your time in the league. But who is the toughest matchup for you when you play?
Oh, man. You know, John Stockton was always one of the most difficult, but in a weird way, not because I worried about him scoring on me. It was because I had to defend his ability to make people better, and that was always a challenge. And don't forget about the great Penny Hardaway. I mean, at 6'8", and that was a nightmare to deal with. And my personal all-time favorite, Isaiah Thomas, who was as good as anybody's ever been at that lead guard position. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
George against James. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound. Leonard's got 6 rebounds now in the game. The kick out to Wall. Pass to George. Let's go. And it's good off the back of the rim and in.
You have got to have the right focus and the right reads in the pick and roll. And Paul George making all the right decisions right now, slicing up the defense.
The shot's good from Westbrook.
Well, what a job punching the ball to the interior and finishing in the paint. Nice.
Clippers trailed by 21. Pass to Zubac. Outside Leonard. Plays it up and banks it in. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
How about the focus and locked-in nature of Kawhi Leonard? My goodness.
James against Leonard. Here's Bryant. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 5 assists tonight.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Here's Leonard. Bryant with the rebound. Lakers leading by 21. Beverly the pass to Westbrook. He kicks it to LeBron. Rebound by the Clippers. Now here is George. Now the feed to Leonard. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
These defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Dwight Howard.
One shot.
Free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And so Beverly will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. It's an 18-point game. That one wide left.
Listen, simply put, he's got to finish that. It's not like the defender was right on top of him.
Leonard kicks to Wall. From deep, George. He can't get that one to fall.
And close to making the defense pay for the last coverage that time.
Finished off by Anthony Davis.
Goodness. Maybe he wanted them to feel that one. Davis moves his whole team with that explosiveness.
Here's George. And the basket is good. George has got 4 this quarter.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got to be thinking jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Bryant looking over the floor. LeBron against George. Shot clock at 6. Beverly for 3. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers trailed by 18. Here's George. Outside Leonard. And Davis sends it back. Into the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Six on the shot clock. Kennard, the pass to Leonard.
Well, this is where the effectiveness of Thomas Bryant's wingspan is on display. What nice coverage.
Good work there as it goes. And that's 20 points for Davis.
And passing the ball very crisply here.
Leonard against Bryant. Right side Leonard. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And here's Westbrook. Now the pass to James. Over George. Excellent D there from George. Clippers trailed by 20. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lakers have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Ball against Westbrook. Unable to get that one. Nice D from Wall.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
His shot, no good. Lakers leading by 20. Davis dishes to Westbrook. Lakers passing it around. LeBron passes to Davis. Over the wall. That's good from Davis on the assist by James. Davis has got 10 points here in the second half.
Moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Back to Wall. Takes the 3. Bangs home the trifecta.
Wow, how about John Wall shooting that with confidence? That skill just gets better and better.
And the Lakers call time here.
Timeout. Starting.
a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Anthony Davis.
And, guys, it's been a rugged brand of defense he's played. I don't know why they keep taking the ball at him. It seems like every time they have, he's come up with the rejection. And with every block, he's only gotten more and more fired up.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now here's James. Left side, Davis. LeBron drives in. And they convert it last minute. Tip number 3. LeBron's got 11 points here in just the second half. Ball's not loose. Zubac the pass to Leonard. Kennard on the wing. George against Davis. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Zubac no good. Lakers leading by 21. James outside. The kick out to Westbrook. Passes it to Davis. They shoot again. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, you're not going to stop that. Once Davis gets the ball that deep, game over.
Zubac trying to break loose. Good on the shot.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Westbrook dishes to Davis. Driving the lane. Makes it off the glass. Davis has got 10 points in the quarter.
Truly a big man with guard-like quickness. Davis is super hard to corral once he gets in the paint.
Now here's Leonard. 1:39 left in the fourth quarter. Good D by LeBron. Outside Bryant. Outside Westbrook. Loads it up for Davis.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance. And this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Lakers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And so this will now translate to 14 wins on the season.
They can chalk this one up, but these two teams will see plenty more of one another before the season's over. A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was.
For Anthony Davis.
Boy, I think he made his presence felt in the paint more than anywhere else. This guy's rebounding numbers were outstanding. He controlled the glass.
Here's Wall following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And again, no good by the Clippers. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And Davis gets it to go on the assist by Westbrook.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Now Zubac. Here's Leonard. And he uses the glass on the lane.
This is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
And so it's the Lakers taking care of business here. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but we have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, LeBron. You got after it on defense. You look motivated.
You know, I heard it all from, you know, is this the last that we've seen of LeBron and the fashion that he plays? And then defensively, you know, he's not very good defensively. But you can't single me out. You know, it will never be a possession where a coach or a teammate or a player on the opposing team will single me out defensively. because I'm in tune with that side as well. So, we got a lot of guys that play the defensive side, and it's important for me to be on that side as well and take that challenge just as much as the offensive end.
Seems like you took some words to heart, man. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long.